show. Please call me back as soon as you get this message.
Yes, I spoke to our executive producer. We will do the interview today. We won't air it until tomorrow.
From the Paula Zahn Show at CNN. To confirm your appearance in the morning on our show.
Now time for our picture of the morning. So we all get aggravated at some of those highway signs we think don't do the job. Well, what if you were also an artist and decided that maybe you could take things into your own hands and create a piece of art seen by 140,000 people every day, and the people who see it don't even know? It took him 2 years to plot and 20 nerve-wracking minutes to pull off the bold caper in broad daylight. And in fact, no one noticed the fakes, 5 and North, for 9 months until the stunt was revealed in a newspaper. Even the California Department of Transportation was fooled and impressed.
We feel he had a good idea. And in fact, we're planning to institute it. And we have ordered a sign with the additions that he put in. And in fact, he did such a good job that I'd like to offer him a job application. He did a good job, but we don't want him to do it again.
We did notice it, as a matter of fact, but it's so well done that we thought it was an internal job. Our reaction to the sign, we felt that Mr. Ancrum's activity was very well executed, very well thought out. However, there is a safety issue concerned, and it's very important that such work be done under the guidance or by our maintenance forces.
And you're going to love this story. Artists are always anxious to have their work seen, but that's not all that motivated Richard Ancrum of Los Angeles. Ancrum found himself repeatedly confused by a sign on an LA freeway, so he decided to take matters into his own artistic hands. He's in downtown LA. Richard, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us about this freeway interchange that started your frustration.
Well, I only got lost once. I learned from the experience, but then later, driving through the area, I realized there were no signs.
So let me get this straight. As you're coming down the Harbor Freeway and you're looking to get on the Golden State Freeway north, the sign that was above there was confusing.
There was no sign. They were very small signs off to the side of the road as an afterthought at best that Caltrans put up. Caltrans is the California Transportation Authority.
So was it your idea to create and deploy a sign of your own?
Yes.
And you told your mom about this. What'd she think?
She thought I was out of my mind.
And be honest with me, I mean, has the sign really made much of a difference?
I can't tell. I would have to stand out here with a clicker and do a case study.
And sneaky.
And he's right, you know, and you lived out there. I mean, you will come to a lot of intersections here, and it will not say north and south. It'll say Bakersfield, Sacramento.
And hundreds, if not thousands of people have done the same thing.
47 calls from New York already.
That's right.
They've got a couple of corners they want him to work on.
When Richard Ancrum saw how motorists kept missing the turn for northbound Interstate 5 in downtown Los Angeles, it bothered him, troubled him. So he decided, after cogitating on it for a while, to take matters into his own hands and fix it. The performance artist and sign painter was fed up. He went for the gold, the gusto. He painted on a most unusual canvas. He created a unique work of art, to wit.
I have taken it upon myself to manufacture and install these missing guide signs to ease the confusion and traffic congestion at this section of the 110 freeway.
You gotta love this. Ancrum built it, installed it, and only in Hollywood he recorded the whole thing on camera. He's got himself about a 10-minute documentary. No small task this, but with apologies to Burt Bacharach, does he know the way to San Jose? With apologies to our viewers as well. Joining us now, the artist, documentarian, and guerrilla sign painter, future highway worker, Richard Ancrum from Los Angeles. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Now, the Transportation Department they didn't detect the change for 9 months, but they did, once they found out about it, they put out a statement, which is what government agencies do, and the statement says, this is not something we take lightly. What Mr. Ancrum did was well thought out, but this was very dangerous, and our crews take extreme safety measures when working. We were already in the process of upgrading all of our 85,000 signs.
I do understand the gravity of the situation, and I took every precaution I could. I couldn't get insurance because what I was doing was trespassing, which was illegal.
Right.
So if I got coverage and something happened, no one would have paid the claim.
Right. Well, fortunately, nothing bad happened to you, and you're here to do this little interview with us.
A story we first brought you last night to continue that tale. Art often imitates life, but one local artist wanted his work to improve life for commuters.
A Southland artist who took a freeway problem into his own hands is the toast of the town tonight.
Now, as far as the sign is concerned, Caltrans has already ordered a new one to replace the whole thing, but it will have that Golden State northbound placard on it.
From the fake magnetic sign on his beat-up blue truck to a work order proclaiming rush.
What he did is against the law, but Caltrans says it has no plans at all to file charges against him. Reporting live from downtown Los Angeles, I'm Hal Eisner, UPN News 13.
The signs for the I-5 North weren't clear enough, so being an artist, Ancrum decided to do something about it himself. The question, this is functional art.
It's functional, it's performance, and primarily it's conceptual, just to come up with the idea and then execute it.
And the videotape was a major portion of the art.
Well, performance art wouldn't exist without its documentation.
The spaghetti bowl of California freeways can confuse even the most discerning driver. So one Californian came up with his own solution. Everyone noticed, and no one did. Here's NBC's Chip Reed.
The high-speed chaos of the Los Angeles freeway system, a tangle of 27 different highways, pointing the way 85,000 often confusing signs. On the Pasadena freeway, for example, for years, untold numbers of drivers sped right by hard-to-see signs for Interstate 5 going north. Until one day when North 5 suddenly and mysteriously appeared. Courtesy of highway officials? Well, no, a frustrated LA driver, driven to perform an act of guerrilla public service. The sign was painted so meticulously and blended in so well that for 9 months, no one noticed it wasn't the real thing, not even the California Department of Transportation.
That's Night News for this Thursday night. I'm Tom Brokaw. I'll see you back here tomorrow night.
9:02 a.m. Richard, I am a celebrity stalker. I want your autograph.